from my coming series for television about social engineering. Chapter 3. The Opera. He said to me as we watched the opera below from his private balcony. In this day, many have come to ask of what many have before thought was too irrelevant of asking, where are we this day within time? How far have we come? Have we evolved within the gifted time we have been given as a human family? Have we evolved or have we declined? Have we stood still within a state of death and for many centuries have not known that we are in fact a dead society? Where are we within the living journey, or have we in fact already died? It is vital to be honest, to be clear. In observing the state of morality we are within currently, despite our asserted distinctions, we exist within the same realm. This is an apparent evidence of each one of us having a fundamental moral oneness, in which we agree upon unspoken that causes each and every one of us to be able to exist inside inclusively. Our claimed differences through the times are only revealed to be in solidarity. This is what creates a nation, a culture which provides a people whom in truth are simply a dual populace. We are existing within the same circumstances while claiming to be of an individual state of being, when the human family has been enslaved and thus enforced to exist within a state of bondage that is known as being indivisible. This has forever been the condition denied by the system, however has been the evidence in existence denied. The ambience which we are inside upon every level of the mind is a state of being that has been established through centuries of tyranny not only upon the flesh, but the effects of such has become upon the psychic, which is in effect ruled of fear being its fundamental. This day, many have inside a fear that has been established through the centuries which those before them suffered through a designated amount of time physically, for in this day to be imbued within the common intellectual as functional without a needed threat of physical force. This day in effect of where the organism is in no need to be abused with forced cooperation, with an iron fist of tyranny for the modern human being to assert to know of what has been the norm inside of this social environment, was before established by the blood and suffering of their appointed neighbors of whom they have never seen, because time has erased their suffering, their misery. This is what is the unfortunate truth of what one sees this day, one of which has never been taught because of the wise whom occupy the systems of rulership. One primary tool for most government systems is to keep those in the present blind of the cruelty, the immoralities of the past, that those who are present may never know the monstrosities done of those before them, that revolution may never come through the offspring of a once before humble, and then humbled people. It is taught instinctively and institutionally that one man gave his life for the betterment and thus preservation of humanity. But what most this day have been blindfold of is the fact that many have been eliminated for the sake of a very wicked government system, which all have been manipulated into being labeled as an occupant of in terms of their so-called chosen nationality, as this title and therefore brand of the human being has forever caused one to further be forced into the abyss of never knowing themselves truly. They must never know who they are and who produced them. They must never understand why, never know why, and must never be made known of all these evils committed, for that what is in fact inside of them this day will never become awakened. For if this is so, we, who have ruled over them in our efforts in keeping them ignorant of their dysfunctional environment, we will be revealed as the weak and unworthy of God. As Rome produced and established the games of which we play, the human brutality of which we enjoy, the only thing which we each day come to know of ourselves is in fact nothing in truth. Nothing of our true selves, as we have only been programmed and conditioned of falling away from that which we know not of our own self. Those before us, rather titled ancestors, or simple human beings, were made unable to know of what they were and who they were, still in fact existed. And if matters for us are still difficult and remain under the tyranny of a corrupted government system, in our current dissatisfaction, they live among us inside. They say to each and one of us, despite the design theology of racism which causes divisiveness, "Come out of her, my people. No longer be blind participators in their sins and their plagues. Their histories that have been chosen by them will teach us nothing. He suddenly looked over and into my eyes. I have given you a choice of propulsion. It will reveal to you of your purpose. It is your choice to act upon what you have for years claimed to be within, or take your place with the dead, which governs and advocate the moral decaying of this world. Written by David Anthony Brayboy.